when did you start Wicked, and how did you get there? What were you asked to do? How did it come about?
Yeah, well, coming from a kind of lower budget short film world, I've always done independent films, which are kind of normally about 6 to 8 weeks filming. Obviously the money's lower, but they can be really creative, and they're like passion projects for everyone involved, from director down to runners, and everyone's there because they want to be, not just for the paycheck. And so I've always done independent films up until, I haven't done one maybe in the last 2 years or 3 years. But I did an independent feature in Greece. It was just me and the designer. It was very, very independent. And Cynthia was actually the lead and one of the producers. And I was looking after her. The film's called Drift, and it's pretty much a one-woman show. There are obviously other cast in it, but it was mainly about her. And yeah, we got on. And when we finished, I think Wicked was sort of 6 months off the horizon. And I'm not a musical person, so I didn't really know what was going on with Wicked or what it was about. I kind of had heard of it, and I knew that Cynthia was going to do it. But yeah, at the end of Drift, she just said, I'll be in contact. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. I didn't really believe it. And then about 6 months later, I got a phone call, and it was, Wicked producer saying, Cynthia wants you to do her makeup. And I couldn't believe it. It happened. And yeah, that came off the back of a really low independent feature where I wasn't on a lot of money, and it was just a real passion project. And
this is the thing again, it's like, it's not, I remember when we started the Academy, and Christy would go off and do an independent film, Mike Leigh film. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, you've got the big blockbusters, James Bond, Star Wars or whatever. Yeah. And then you realise, well, I soon realised that the creativity is on the Mike Leigh films. It is on the, those small independents where there's no money, but you've got to create something. Yeah,
you're thrown into the deep end a little bit more. I'd say, especially because you're generally understaffed on those lower films, so everyone's chipping in, everyone's kind of doing their bit. It's a real amazing, team effort to kind of get the end results. I think independent films are amazing, and I would highly recommend, if you get the opportunity to do one, even if it sounds a bit like, oh, that sounds, maybe the money's not great or the location's a bit random, they are an incredible learning experience.
No, definitely.